Welcome back to another daily code breakdown. Today we are looking at a classic, maximum product of three numbers. Just a quick reminder before we jump in. If you get confused at any point, just pause and drop a question in the comments. I try to respond to as many as I can to help you guys out. Okay, let's get into it. Here is the problem page directly from Leetcode. It looks pretty short, but let's break down exactly what it's asking us to do. The setup is super simple. We are handed a single list of whole numbers. Out of this entire list, we need to choose exactly three numbers. It doesn't matter where they are in the list, we just need three of them. Once we pick them, we just multiply them all together to get a product. Our job is to figure out which three numbers will give us the absolute biggest result when multiplied. In this simple example, taking the three biggest positive numbers gives us 24. So your first thought is probably, well, just find the three biggest numbers in the list and multiply them. Easy, right? Well, there is a catch. The problem states that the numbers can be negative. Let's look at this new list. If we just stick to our original idea and take the three biggest numbers at the very end, 1 times 2 times 3 only gets us 6. But remember your basic math rules. When you multiply a negative by a negative, it turns into a positive. So negative 10 times negative 10 is a huge positive 100. If we take that huge positive 100 and multiply it by the single biggest positive number, we get 300. That is way bigger than 6. This teaches us a very important rule for this problem. The biggest possible result is always going to be one of two very specific combinations. The first option is our original thought. It could just be the three largest numbers multiplied together. This happens when the list is mostly positive. The second option is the sneaky edge case. It's the two absolute smallest numbers, which would be large negatives, multiplied by the single biggest positive number. So how do we easily find the biggest and smallest numbers? The most straightforward way is to just sort the entire list from smallest to largest. Let's say we have this unsorted list. Once we sort it, everything is perfectly ordered. Because it's sorted, the two smallest numbers, which might be those big negatives we need, are right at the very front of the list. And our three largest positive candidates are sitting right at the very back of the list. Alright, let's look at the Python code for this. First, we literally just call the sort function on our numbers list. Next, we calculate option 1. In Python, we can use negative indexes to grab from the back of the list. So we multiply the last number, the second to last number, and the third to last number together. Then we calculate option 2. We grab the very first number, multiply it by the second number, and then multiply that by the very last number in the list. Finally, we just use the built-in max function to see which of our two options turned out bigger, and we return that winning number as our answer. Super clean and easy. But how fast is this? Sorting takes order n log n time. The space complexity depends on the language's sorting algorithm, usually order 1 or order log n. Order n log n is pretty good, but we can actually do better. We spent all that time sorting the entire list. But if you think about it, we really only care about finding 5 specific numbers. We literally only need the smallest, the second smallest, the largest, the second largest, and the third largest numbers. Everything in the middle doesn't matter at all. This leads us to our second approach. Instead of sorting, we can just walk through the list one single time and keep track of these top 5 numbers as we go. We start by creating variables for our two smallest numbers. We set them to infinity initially, so any real number we find will be smaller and take their place. We do the exact opposite for our three largest numbers. We set them to negative infinity, so they are ready to catch any larger numbers we come across. Now we start our single scan. We are going to look at every single number, one by one, in our list. First, we check the minimums. If the current number is smaller than or equal to our absolute smallest number, which is min1, then our old smallest gets bumped down to second smallest, and the new number takes the top spot. If it wasn't the absolute smallest, we still need to check if it's smaller than the second smallest. If it is, it just replaces our min2. Then we do the exact same logic for the maximums. If the new number is the biggest we've seen, it becomes max1. The old max1 slides down to max2. And the old max2 slides down to max3. We also have cascade checks for max2 and max3. If it beats max2, max2 slides down. If it only beats max3, it just replaces max3 directly. Once the loop finishes, we have our 5 magic numbers. We just do the exact same calculation as before, comparing option 1 and option 2, and returning the biggest result. By avoiding the sort, our time complexity drops down to order n, because we only loop through the array exactly once. And our space is completely order 1, since we just stored 5 variables. I'm going to show you the code in a few other languages in just a second, but I wanted to quickly mention a few changes around here. You can probably tell I'm using an AI voice now. I built this workflow so I can generate these visual breakdowns the second a daily problem drops. I've also switched to this faster, bite-sized slide format to keep things moving. I don't run ads or take sponsorships, so if this zero fluff style helps you learn, please drop a comment and let me know. Your feedback helps a lot. Also, if you want to test the code I'm about to show you, you can go to the leetcodeunlocked.com/link in the description. You can copy the exact code directly without having to pause and retype it all. Okay, let's look at the other languages. Here are the full solutions for Java, C++, and JavaScript using the faster single scan approach. Here is the full solution written out in Java. Next up, we have the exact same logic implemented in C++. And finally, here is the complete solution in JavaScript. Let's summarize the key lessons here. Always keep an eye out for negative numbers when dealing with products, as 2 negatives make a massive positive. Also, while sorting is a quick way to write a solution, sometimes just manually tracking the top and bottom few values can speed your code up significantly. Before you go, I want to mention my secondary channel called Leetcode Unlocked. The massive goal over there is to eventually upload a breakdown for literally every single problem on the platform, so check the description for that link. If you want to support this zero-ad format and help me tackle every problem, you can donate at buymeaboba.com/leetcodedaily. Please remember to subscribe and turn on the bell so you can solve the daily problem right when it drops. Keep coding, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.